Hey, this is Donna, the Transdimensional Twin Flame and the Afterlife Artist. We're going to do a little bit of sound healing really quickly and then just pull some cards for today for the collective. And if there's any questions that come up from the cards, I will do some pendulum. So here's the heart chakra bowl for you. Okay, I hope that was relaxing for you. The other bowl is the root chakra. I had to, I couldn't get them all, so I picked the ones that I thought were the most useful. And we all need to focus on the root chakra because of it's our safety. So if you're living in any kind of fear or lack mentality, you want to work on the root chakra. We all do pretty much need to work on that. And then the heart chakra, we also need to work on because your heart chakra is your the center that you open if you want to receive love or give love. And it's where, you can receive the gifts that your guides in the universe have in store for you. It has to be open. If your heart chakra is closed, you have major energetic system issues, right? So you don't want to let the world turn you into a person with a closed heart. It's not a good place to be, regardless of what has happened to you in the past. The past does not dictate the future. People think it does, but it doesn't. You can completely change your life in a minute. In fact, your life does change every minute, but you keep choosing the same beliefs because you believe that's all there is. When we continue our behaviors or our beliefs or our patterns from the past, it's because we keep choosing them over and over again. And that's why doing spiritual introspection, shadow work is important, because then you realize where these patterns are coming from and how you're choosing them. It's not really about the other people in your life. It's always about you and your choices and your beliefs. And if you don't believe me, just try it. You have nothing to lose by going deep and asking yourself what your beliefs are and if they're serving you. And you can choose to believe something better and something more abundant. You can focus on gratitude. Anyway, if you would like more information about that, book a private session with me. That's just a little blurb, but this is all much more deep than that short explanation, but I can go more into it in a private session. So let me know if you'd like one of those. Here we're going to draw from the Urban Crow Oracle. Maybe we should do this at the end to clarify the tarot cards we're going to draw, but I'm just going to do it now. And, if you want a card pulled for yourself, or a pendulum question or a few pendulum questions, just let me know and I'll post it in the comment section. Okay, these aren't going to fall out, I guess. They're really nice cards and they don't slip around too much, so I have to just pick one. Okay. So, this card is about resistance. Interesting, because I just channeled a message today for my own oracle deck that I'm creating, and it was about resistance. It's about positive and negative synchronicity, because negative synchronicity is what shows you where you're not supposed to go. You're not supposed to do everything. If things don't work out for you, it's because it's not supposed to work out for you right now. Something's out of alignment, and there could be a better way to do things. So we were just talking about that today. Okay, here's the book. I'm going to look up resistance. And also, I'm sorry that this camera keeps like changing focus. I don't know if it's a setting that I accidentally put. Oh, I think I see. I think it's, okay, this might help. I just turned off a setting. Okay, here's resistance. Now it won't focus. God. All right, hold on. Let me go read it. Okay. There may be a strong wind coming your way. However, you do have the ability to find a path with the least resistance. Have you ever seen a crow get thrown by the wind? The bird may get taken off guard, but it finds its balance again. Resistance brings an obstacle or adds friction to a situation. Ideas that once would have sailed into completion might now require some additional work. You may find a project or a goal now requires an extra step to pass on to another phase. Resistance might manifest itself as a need for approval from an outside influence that takes longer to achieve. When resistance appears in a reading, you are asked to be adaptable and find the path of least resistance. And then there's a quote. You are the sky. Everything else, it's just the weather. From Pema Chodron. What does that say? Chodron. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Sometimes a resistance just means you have to take a few extra steps, but you shouldn't give up. Giving up never works, you know? My twin flame in spirit told me that basically quitters never win. Like, a successful person never gave up. You know, I forget how he phrased it. I think something like, I don't know. I can't remember what he said. It was really eloquent. He's a better speaker than I am. Oh, I know. He said nobody ever quit and won. You know, if you quit, you're not going to win. That's just the simple truth of it. That's not even spiritual. That's just a fact. And he's right. So now we're going to go to the Crow Tarot and see if some cards want to come out for us today. And, you know, I like them when they fall out naturally, but if they don't, I will pull a couple. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pull intuitively. Let me get this one. Oh, I just pulled this for myself a minute ago. The Six of Wands. This is a great card about, victory and being respected for your hard work and having it pay off and having the respect of others. Wouldn't that be nice if other people respected our victories? What I've noticed a lot lately is that there's a lot of jealousy, envy, lack mentality, lower vibrational behavior, backbiting in the spiritual community in general. It's always going to be there in the general population, but it's also very much there in the spiritual community. I think even more so than other places, because a lot of people in the spiritual community haven't done their ego work. And a person who thinks they're enlightened or awakened, who hasn't actually attended to their ego work, is not doing a very good job of being spiritual, because that's, it's not like you're not doing a good job. I shouldn't say that. You're on a journey, and you're at the beginning of your journey if you're still acting like that, because it doesn't matter what your spiritual gifts are. What matters is how you present yourself and how you come into the world, what energy you bring into the world. And the energy of lack is what causes jealousy and envy, focusing too much on other people. If you focused on your own path, you wouldn't have time to feel envious of anybody else, because you would know that you were in your zone. So let me go grab the meaning of this card. I got off on a tangent there, but it's true. And I say these things because it would really help everyone if everybody took the higher ground and started applauding each other. There's enough of everything to go around. There's not really any lack. The powers that be, which are none of us, it's not you and your neighbors, who are the problem. It's the billionaires and the narcissists and the sociopaths that want to take everything for themselves and leave nothing for the rest of us. So if we all understood that we want the same things, we should be happy for each other and boosting each other up and cheering each other on always. That's the highest path. It's not about how good your psychic skills are. This is about your energy. It's what you bring to the world. So, the Six of Wands. High atop a ladder of 6 wands perches in the center of a laurel wreath. The crow bathes in the light of the sun, symbolizing victory. The flock of crows below offers their respect and admiration. This crow comes to you as an acknowledgement of your hard work, and it brings an encouraging message. Not only will you find success in your future endeavors, you will also garner the respect and admiration of others. That's what led me to say what I just said about how we should support others. That's the highest path is always of love. Always love. It's so easy to tell if you're on the highest path or not. Are you behaving and thinking and acting in a loving way or not? Do you believe that the world and the universe loves you or not? Okay, we don't need to read the reversed of this card because we didn't get it reversed. I guess, so that's it. Okay, well, those two messages actually go together. This one was about perseverance when there's resistance. This is about don't give up. And if you don't give up, you can reach this card, which is all about being rewarded for your efforts, achieving victory and respect from your peers, which I honestly think, everybody supporting everyone else in their victories, it would mean that everybody supported you in your victories. If there was no lack of support and love in this world, everyone would be supporting everyone, and you wouldn't have to worry about giving too much away, because you would be receiving just as much or more. If everybody supported everybody, guess what? everybody would always be supported. So if you're in a lack mentality right now and you're thinking that you can't be generous and kind because maybe somebody else gets what's rightfully yours, then actually you're at a detriment and you're blocking yourself and your heart chakra. That's your own doing. You can decide to change that anytime you want. Okay. Here's a good card. This actually goes along with what I was saying as well. You are enough. If you understood that you were enough, you wouldn't feel so much lack. You wouldn't be envious of anybody else's path. You wouldn't be looking at someone else's life and thinking, man, I wish I had that life, or I wish I was that person. You would know that you are who you're supposed to be and you are enough, always. And of course, there's a heart there. Meaning what I just said, we're all supposed to know that we are enough and that there is enough for everyone. This is an abundance mentality as opposed to lack mentality. So this message is, no matter what has happened, the truth is that you are absolutely and unconditionally enough for the universe, exactly as you are. You don't have to try to be someone else. You don't have to try to be somewhere else. Where you are right now is the only moment where you will ever really be, because the past and the future do not exist in this moment. You will only ever live in this moment. So knowing that you are enough, that this is enough, that is spiritual mastery. It's very simple. Advanced spiritual practicing is actually very simple. It gets down to this simple level. Everything is love. Everything is abundance. Everything is open. You're not closed off energetically or emotionally. And you follow your highest excitement and you do everything for your own good and the common good. It's very simple. But there's all these complicated teachings about how you get there. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can just decide right now that you want to live in an abundance of love, and you start with yourself. So here is the last card we're going to pull today. This will be another oracle card. I like oracle cards because you don't have to put them in an entire reading with a tarot. Tarot is good when you pull multiple cards, and it gets a lot deeper than oracle cards. So the readings can take a lot longer, but for these videos, it's really nice to have oracle cards because this video is already 18 minutes long and I haven't even really done, I only did one tarot card. Okay, so I'm just going to get in here. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got this card yesterday. I got it. I don't know if I publicly shared it. Clarity. Clarity is my birthright. Change me, divine beloved, into one who remembers in every moment my true self. Love, light, wisdom, and divinity. Always, always good advice. So I think we got some nice cards that go together today. And like I always say, if you want cards pulled or if you have pendulum questions, here's one of my pendulums. I have a few of these for sale as well. This is orgone, so it's got crystals inside, but it also has copper, and it's made of resin. And I like these because look, the chain actually has a clasp right here, so you could take that off if you wanted to, and you could wear this as a necklace. Or if something happens to the chain, you can just replace the chain. And whoever came up with that is a genius because, yes. I guess I can ask Chris in spirit a couple questions. Okay, Chris, can you show us what yes looks like? Can you show us what no looks like? Can you stand still? Okay, Chris. Do you think we should pull any more cards today? Okay, we won't. I don't really have any more pendulum questions, so I'm going to leave it at that. If you watched all this, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's just a little way to give back because all of our videos contain healing energy for the collective. I'm going to be channeling some healing symbols as well for you coming up. I just forgot about that today. So I'll be channeling some symbols and you can request one for yourself as well. And everything we do right now, we're just taking donations with Venmo and PayPal. So we don't even have a set price that we would charge for any of this. It's just whatever you think it's worth. It'll be a specific symbol just for you. It does contain light code healing energy in it. This card reading also contained it, so you probably feel a little bit better after watching it. Hopefully. But even if you don't really feel healing energy, it's there, and it went in. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, or whenever you see this video is the perfect time for you. Thank you so much.